Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. After Sound here on a Sunday morning, joined by our usual favorite Darkestnyte, coming to us from a very special place. So if you want to reveal where that is, you're more than welcome to. But Darkestnyte, happy Sunday. How are you doing, my friend?
Doing very well. Aloha. Calling
There it
in
is.
from Maui, Hawaii.
Where,
And
where it is currently
yeah.
the time.
It's 4 o'clock in the morning.
So this is how committed Darkestnyte was to making sure he spent some time with you guys today. So
Yes.
He's got his coffee with him and apparently some Mai Tais from last night. So we're gonna see how it rolls this morning.
Yep. So I do. So my time is limited. Gonna go do some diving. Gonna go hit Malakini in about 2 hours, and then after that, it's gonna be probably playing Splinterlands on the beach, like I've been doing for the last couple of days.
Now, did you find any of Gold Matter's cards that he left
not.
all over? No, not yet.
Not yet. So I'm hoping after getting some rest this afternoon that I'll start that. It's a little bit further. It's about an hour away where he left those cards. So I gotta get out there and just put time in.
If you don't mind sharing, what have you done so far? How's your trip been?
It's been good. So I went diving yesterday. Kind of relaxed. I'm here with some coworkers, so really my company sent me here. So
great company.
Yes, it is. Oh yeah, no, they're the best. So yeah. Other than that, no, just been kind of hanging out, taking it easy.
Very cool. All right. Well, Hawaii is a good place to relax, I'd assume. I've never been myself, but I do hope to go. I actually have a cousin that moved there not too long ago, so I have a reason to go. So maybe I'll get some travel tips from you, and you can FOMO me into it.
Yeah. I feel like I'm getting ready for Splinterfest, actually. That's what I really feel like I'm doing.
Really? In what way?
Just staying up late nights.
Oh.
Yeah, it's great.
Cool, man. All right, let's go ahead and say hi to the folks who are here with us this morning. We got Kulfi, Gavin the Magic, good to see you. Tim Hendricks, what's going on? Penny is here. Yeah, Hawaii. I'm jealous too, but Darkestnyte's gonna enjoy for all of us. 4 a.m. That's committed. Morning, Clevin. Good evening. Greetings from Doha, Qatar. That's awesome, dude. What's going on, JV Valenciano? Ooh, Penny. Oh, is this the Philippines? That's only 4 hours behind you.
Right. Yes, I think so. Yes.
So, all right. Tilly Tots in the house. Alpine, it's 12:15 a.m. for me. That's so funny. All right, cool. Oh, Justin's here. What's going on, Justin? Ventura, Harris. Are you in Australia? Oh, I guess it could be Australia, not just the Philippines, but we got a lot of Filipino people here. Michael. Ooh, this is a new name. What's going on, Michael? Welcome to the stream. Just realized that the SPS Champ Chest is so good.
Oh, they are.
Are you back in Champ, Justin? Should I be playing in Champ? What's going on here? I think I've resolved. I need to talk to you, Darkestnyte, and I guess we'll have this conversation publicly. Yeah. I think I've resolved myself to once again just being okay as a gold player.
Ooh.
I know. So I need you to talk me out of it.
Yeah, I will. I would say, you've been playing this game for a while now, right? Mm-hmm. So you're at the cusp of being one of those high level players, right? And you have access to cards if you want them, right? So that's the other thing. But the rewards are good. It feels good. And I'm just now getting to that point where there's no specific real cards that I'm after now. And now I'm able to hunt down deals and take advantage of those. The urgency to just complete my deck to my satisfaction is over. And I think you are close to that as well, right? It starts with little games, right? Picking up your summoners. We all know that having our summoners completed at max level is important because as you grow, it's one less thing that you have to worry about. And then you can really focus on your cards. Skill-wise, man, you're there, so why not?
Okay, so one thing that you really, really helped me with, which I'm doing now, right? Just to get myself maxed for gold. And here's the thing. I have completely emotionally, I'm completely unemotional about this now, where there are certain cards within Chaos Legion where I look at them and I'm just like, yeah, I never use that. So why would I
Exactly.
spend the money, right? And so
Yep.
the perfectionist part of me or completionist part of me always wanted to have a max chaos deck, or at least a max
Hmm.
gold chaos deck. And at this point, because what I try to do is I try to take a lot of the earnings that I make from in game and
Hmm.
flip them back around, right? And so thankfully I'm able to do that with SPS earnings or putting stuff in liquidity pools, all that fun stuff. I like playing that meta
Yep.
outside of the game. And so I've been taking that, putting it back in, and it's immediately going to, you know, which are the ones that I use like 90% of the time. And of course,
Yeah.
like as we talked about Kelia, like the Kelia deck is one of those, right? So
Yeah. Absolutely.
I'm looking at that trinity of cards there, the Demon Shark, um, Deep
Flying
Lurker,
Squid.
and Flying Squid. And so it's
Yeah.
just like, all right,
Perfect.
let me
Yeah.
get those guys max for gold.
Yep.
Then I'm gonna look at I'm looking at after those, I'm looking at my life deck now because
Mhm.
while sure I know General Sloan isn't great, Grandmaster Wraith is.
Yep.
So, or at least
Yes.
great in certain situations. So it's just like, what are the cards that I always use with Grandmaster Wraith? Let me do that, and then I'm gonna move on to fire cards, right? Because it's just like, yeah, Yasik is coming out, and that might be an area where I go to often if I have the legendary summoners for it. And I think I'll just go along that line. Now, I did buy a couple of extra summoners. So
Okay.
I came
That's
into a
good.
little
Yeah.
extra capital. So I was just like, okay, let me start buying the summoners. I can rent them out in the meantime. But it's just to go from gold to champ
Oh, I
or
know.
diamond, even just diamond, right? Is
Yeah.
essentially like 2x your investment. And so when I look at that, it's like, yes, I could sell off a huge chunk of my SPS. I wouldn't do it now, but it's like, I don't know, maybe in the future I could sell off a
Yeah.
decent chunk of SPS and then flip that back into cards. But yeah, I don't know, man. Struggle is real.
You have to have a toolkit, right? You know the cards that you have to get. And what you don't want to have is a year from now to say, oh man, I should have gotten those cards when they were
Hmm.
super cheap. And so I always say this, right? Be your future self's best friend. So when you look back, you'll say, oh man, I'm so glad I made that decision. Now, sometimes it's, oh, that was the worst decision ever. But the
Hmm.
decision is behind you, right? You're still able to realize the benefit. So, and it's funny, right? Because you say you're not, taking the emotion out of it. I'm at a place where emotion is everything. Like literally, I and I don't have a problem with it, right? I'm a long term holder of the card. I'm not going to let them go. And I think you're the same way too, right?
Hmm.
Um, you have your Kelly. You're always going to use it, regardless of what's in the future. It's
Yeah.
a great option. It's a great tool out of the toolkit, and you know the other tools that you need to have with it as well, right?
Hmm.
You're not going to go buy a maxed out Kulu swim hunter. Well, you might. Wait, is Lithium around?
Is
So,
you can
I
get me in
mean,
trouble.
you might, right?
Hmm.
They're getting again. There are key cards. You know the rule sets that you need to have the cards for. I think there's a couple of other content creators, right? Like Hawks. Hawks
Hmm.
21. He has a really good series as he breaks down each of the splinters. And a couple other guys. Like I think Magic the Gathering has done a couple. Like Luke has done a couple.
Hmm.
I think we all know what the what the required cards are. And as Tails would say, don't go chasing waterfalls, right? Just chase the cards you know you need. With Bitcoin, taking a little bit of a dump, like
Hmm.
prices on card assets are awesome right now. So, and they're going to continue to get better.
Well,
Like what did I say in our chat, right? I can't wait till Bitcoin gets down to 13K, if it ever does. But for us as asset acquirers, it's just the perfect time.
I mean, I agree. I think it's still a good time. It was interesting to see the DEC pump, affect card prices, but now card prices are starting to drift back down. You got General
Yeah.
Sloan back under $2. It's Kelia that I'm waiting for. I would love to see a $2 Kelia, because then I think at that point, it's like she's the most important summoner to me. If I can grab
Yeah.
her at $2 a piece, 55 BCX, it's like $100, right?
Yeah.
And I know it's like not that much more right now, but it's the principle of it.
Yeah. And I get it, right? Like, so, I mean, that's the problem. What you should probably consider doing is, and again, this is not financial. Well, actually, it kind of is. But what you should just do DCA, man. Just
Mhm.
dollar cost averaging, buy a few Kellys at a time. Whether it goes up, whether it goes down, it'll average out in the end.
Yeah.
Right. But you're making progress towards your goal.
So the way that I'm seeing it, and maybe we can get into a little speculation here,
Sure.
is okay. There's going to be a couple of months between now and November, right? I guess we're essentially at September. So September, October, and then November. End of November is when they were thinking that this would sell out according to the models, right? For
Wait, what month are we in again? I can't remember.
we are at the end.
Okay. Sorry.
You've been having a great summer, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
So I guess we have like maybe 2.5 months. So I do look at it that way, where I'm just like, okay, let me like take all the earnings that I make from the game, roll that back into maxing out the monsters that I need for gold, and then I'll start DCAing into some of the summoners as I go along, right?
Yeah.
But and then flip back to the monsters. So the reason that I feel comfortable with this is that even if we do sell out, it seems as though people's attention are going to be drawn to so many other releases, right? You got Rift Watchers, GLS potentially, this tower defense thing, right? Undisclosed project. Like, I don't know. It just seems like there's too many places to spend your money, and we already know there's not enough money in Splinterlands.
Oh yeah.
You know,
see, when land comes out, and again, the speculation on land is that we'll need cards maxed out, I think rare cards, to populate the land and work it. What happens to card prices at that point?
Yeah.
Like, so again, I probably shouldn't say anything what my strategy is, but I'm going to start buying rare cards right now at the low prices. And some of these rare cards are super cheap. We joke about Gargoyle Lion. Not Gargoyle. No. Gargoyle, the archer one. Right?
Oh, Devil?
Like third. Yeah, Gargoyle Devil, right? But that's a neutral rare card that's super cheap. Right? So it could probably work any land. Right? So, I mean, again, all speculation.
2 cents.
But do I have enough Gargoyle Devils for 2 cents? I don't know, but I'm going to go get some.
It's kind of nasty to think about these guys sitting at like
it's ridiculous.
2 and 3 cents right now.
Yeah, so I'm going to load up and dragon cards, right? 2 dragon cards. Who would have ever predicted that 2 dragon cards are the lowest on the marketplace? Rares. That's insanity.
See, and this is what bothers me, right? Because I'm still having that struggle as investor / gamer, right? Because I don't even like to invest in cards. Right. I've said this multiple times. I don't view cards as a good investment, or at least I view them as a very, very risky investment within the game.
Sure.
But holy crap, are you telling me that this card is worth 2 cents? Right? Like, why would I ever buy a Kelia when I can buy 150 of these?
Right.
Does that make sense?
The market,
like, I'm just
the market determines what the price is. There are 8,000 of those being sold right now, right? So that's what's driving the price down. So there's just a ton of supply. There's not a whole lot of demand for those cards right now. But I'm going to sound like Yoda for a second. It will be. There will be. So the demand is not there right now. But looking at all of the things in the future, the demand will come, right? So we have a lot of people that are invested, the same names, that always come to the stream. These are things to think about. Right, for the future. It's nothing is static so far that we've seen over the last 2 years.
Yeah.
So right now we're in a terrible, almost terrible bear market. But that bear market's going to go away. The supply is not going to change, right? No. It's going to be projected to be whatever the supply is going to be. What's going to really change is the demand and why.
Very true. Very true. All right, let's take a quick moment to catch up with folks in the chat. I mean, it's funny. I was just like, let me ask Darkestnyte for some life advice, and then I get lost in it. So,
so I don't know if this is life advice, man. But
sorry, game life advice. My metaverse life advice.
Yeah, there we go. That's just as real.
Stock Jockey's in the house. What's going on, Stock Jockey? Good to see you here. So Justin's saying they don't play at Champ or Diamond this season, but next season they'll play. Very cool. So After Sound, Darkestnyte, how are pack sales going? Slow. What
See,
do you say?
it's, again, perspective, right? I think we're at like 250,000 to go till the next release.
Mm-hmm.
And we have end of seasons. You know my theory about end of season, right? They give away tons of packs.
Mm-hmm.
So that's good for another 100 right there. And then we'll be 150 away, and then we'll clear that out. So I would say today's the 28th. I'm saying sometime next week.
Sometime next week. Well, actually, yeah, that does kind of track. Hold on, I saw another. I'm gonna sneak ahead to something here. Gathering Magic saying they sold under 60K packs last week from Saturday to Saturday. So that's actually less than the 10K that I was trying to go with as an average. But
I mean, but the market started to tank, right? So that's normal. People are going to hold on to money, right? They're going to be less likely to invest. Though the irony is, this is the best time.
Yeah.
So, and also, I think DEC spiked last week a little bit. Yeah, it did. So it
did. It's falling now. I need it to fall just a little bit more, and then my flip works, right? Because then I sold DEC high, and then I can buy back in with in terms of a ton more DEC.
Yeah. There are a lot of reasons why it slowed down last week, but I don't. Again, with the end of season, I think that's going to give a nice boost.
Yep. Our Coffee saying officially 1 year. It's your Splinterlands birthday today, and I'm still just in high level gold. Such a big jump in price wise. See, Coffee, I agree 100%. Also, Coffee, do me a favor, throw your IGN into the chat. I'm gonna send you some SPS for your birthday.
Oh, nice.
Don't give and you know how much I love SPS. So I just want to congratulate you on making it 1 year. My 1 year's coming up on Tuesday. So
nice. Congratulations.
Don't give up after you've already worked so hard. If you're hitting a wall, it also means you're probably about to smash it. I appreciate that, Penny. I'm not giving up. I continually look at the numbers and I look at that investment. I'm just saying, like, I think because the missing BCX tool is super helpful. So I look at that and I say, do I really want to spend, like, is my game experience going to get so much better to go from gold to diamond plus for $3,500? Like, I just think, like, when I see that number, I'm just like, okay, I can chip away at it over time. And there's probably a lot of cards there that I wouldn't use, so that's fine. But it's just like there's always going to be something that I could spend $3,500 on, right? So whether that's in game or outside of game.
Yeah. Is there if you could have any modern card, what would you pick?
Any modern card? So modern includes Untamed.
Correct.
I mean, it's got to be Jotun.
Okay. All right. I'm just asking a question, man.
You better not do something silly.
No, I am known to do something silly.
I know. Okay, you know what? I like
yeah, whatever. Too late.
Hold on. I want to see. You know what? I really like Giant Squid. Giant Squid's one of my favorites. All right. Sorry, I am late. No, you're good.
Never late.
Well, you're never late. The party's just starting. Although I will say we do have a limited time with Darkestnyte tonight, so I'm glad today. So I'm glad you got to catch him while he's here. All right. I think if you were delegated some cards that you can enable, you go to higher leagues, but you should. If you're only working with your cards, I could stay wherever you. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm doing, right? I stay in gold. And I don't know. I think I've seen other people say it. Darkestnyte, I'm curious to get your thoughts on Diamond/Champ this season. Mm-hmm. But is it harder?
Yes. So it's been difficult. The competition is good. Actually, I've been getting beat by a lot of the people in the stream right now. We all seem to be struggling, right? I look at, some of their games, and so you win a couple, you lose a couple. I think it has a lot to do with the level of distraction we have right now, right? Mm-hmm. I'm in tournaments, I'm in, brawls. There's a lot going on. And I think the level of distraction, it's difficult to focus on just one thing. I did way better when I was focusing just on ranked battles, right? Mm-hmm. Now, hit or miss in tournaments. Sometimes I do really well. Sometimes I do terrible. But
tournaments have gotten tougher. I've stopped making the easy SPS sometimes.
Yeah. So, I mean, I can break even, right? Typically, I'm right in the middle of the pack. Mm-hmm. Once or twice I did really well, but I haven't had those real big successes. I just think that everyone is more focused on Splinterlands than they probably have ever been. And it's not the newer players, right? Newer players aren't competition for the people that have been around for a while.
Yeah.
But that said, the the older players are more competitive, right? I see a lot of the names that I've seen around for multiple years, and those are the guys that are beating me. Like, there are no easy wins. I think that's really my answer, right? There are no easy wins at that level.
It's been a struggle. Usually I make it to the top of the gold one right away with the option to jump into diamond, but I haven't made it to that 2800 rating. And here's the thing, and don't get me wrong, I love the service, I love the team and what they're trying to do, but my Archmage bot, I gotta tag him out because he's been losing. He's been terrible this season. I feel like my win percentage has been so low is because whenever I leave it and just let it hit the threshold, I come back and it's just a string of losses. I'm like, dude, come on, this is embarrassing. So I don't know if the competition has gotten better. The strategy shouldn't have changed too much because there hasn't been anything meta defining or meta changing recently, but it's just been interesting to see.
I think that what's happening is people are starting to explore different combos. I mean, everything's maturing, right? So you have to really anticipate someone's strategy, look at their history. But even if you do that, the easy wins, if you remember, were when ranked rewards first came out and you could see what everyone's focus was, right? That was super easy.
Yeah.
You knew what you need to counter. Right now, everything is as random as it's ever been, right? So that's another thing as well. And people know not to be predictable. So
it's gonna get crazier when Rift Watchers comes out.
Oh,
well. I mean, maybe I'm being over dramatic here, but it seems as though like the game itself is in such a transitional moment, and even though nothing has happened to the meta, right? It's gotten significantly tougher, with whether the bots have gotten smarter, whether people have leveled up, whatever the case is, right? Like, at least, my bot didn't get smarter, but maybe other bots have gotten smarter. So
again, it's easy wins are gone, right? Whatever the reason, the easier wins are gone.
Ooh.
I played a stock jockey the other night. He just hammered me in a game, right? And then the next game I won, right? So we're literally we're going back and forth, right? So
check this out. And we'll get right back to chat in a second, but check this out.
Yeah.
I got win traded. So I like put so much thought into my team earlier in this. I go into the game. It's a level 1 with this. Now here's the interesting thing, right? So I go into the battles of this account S3D, and they're legit fighting against other people. So I don't know. Well, look, they win traded against them. They win traded here. So I don't know why that happens or what the deal is. Look, they're fighting every 2 minutes. This has got to be, well, I guess it could be a real person, but
go look at their cards, right? They might because they did it on green, right? Everything else looks good except for green.
Oh,
they may be deficient in the greens in the Earth Splinter. That's what it looks like.
But look at this. They got Vera, Tyrus.
Yeah, it was like me. I hate green, right?
Oh, you know what? Maybe you're right. Okay. So they just gave the game, but look, they got some
they're like, hey, I can't compete, and that's it.
Let's go check the cards real quick. 200k power, man, that's weird. 200k power, and you don't have a green summoner. Oh, okay, fine, you're right. Wow, that's crazy. But okay, so here's what you guys need to know. Look at this. This person, this account, this bot, whatever it is. They literally made it to gold 1 with just these cards. So here's the account. If you guys want to go do some digging, they made it to gold 1 with just these cards, and these seem like bottom of the barrel summoners, at least Vera and General Sloan.
Absolutely.
So, and I don't know. We can see what monsters they have, but it looks like, just look at this. They have nothing from anywhere else.
Yep, and that's those look like rentals too. Maybe not rentals. So, but those are all, pretty good cards. A lot of reward cards in there, right?
Fascinating. Okay, let's get back to here. So, Annie's in the house. What's going on? We're like 20 minutes behind chat, so I want to try and catch up here. When was the last time you used a rusty Android? I've never owned one. Virus, it's good to see you. Andrew Johnson, it's good to see you. I bought a gold Jared Scar a month ago for 23. Sold it today for 78. Wow, that's a nice flip. Get your fiends now. They're pumping. Don't wait until they hit $10. Oh, yeah. See, I Gather the Magic, I respect your position, but I respectfully disagree with it. I never buy things when they're pumping, so I will wait until it cools down. If they never cool down, that's on me. But I see the mass rush into fiends right now, and I'm just like, I'll stay away. Fiends are the MTG equivalent of Moxes.
Yes.
Was it Birds of Paradise? You remember Birds of Paradise?
Yeah, those are good. Yeah.
Go to make a long video on. No, yeah. If I did, that would have been awesome. Make a long video on land. Oh, you're going to make one. Some info and there might surprise people. Ooh, I'm excited to see it. Yuki's in the house. Oh, Luthien's here. Okay, hey, no more Kulu Swim Hunter slander. All right. Luthien's here. We can't say anything bad about Kulu Swim Hunter. Don't look at today's prices. Look at the future. I agree. Did you see the picture for Napa cabbage for decrop? No, I did not. The decrop beta rollout was. I mean, I know it's just like one dude, but there was a lot of issues with it. Although I'm still excited for what's happening over there on Decrops Mitchell. As a new corner, 75%. Oh, I totally forgot. Thank you, Druid's Blood. So Druid's Blood actually gave us, he sent some giveaway packs for today.
Oh, nice.
Just supporting some streamers out there. So Drew, everybody say thank you to Druid's Bloods. We're gonna go ahead and do some giveaways in a little bit. I just want to maximize the time we have Darkestnyte here because we got you for about
another 20 minutes.
Another 20 minutes or so, and then we'll start doing the giveaways after that. With all the insanity going on in the world, you have to think long term, plan for the best. I agree.
I do agree with that. But that's an optimistic view of the future, right? And I think a lot of people are struggling to hold on to that optimistic view of what the future holds, right? And that's normal human nature.
You know, can I share something that, I mean, this is not Splinterlands related, but yesterday, for example, and now I live in Texas, where we've had power issues lately when it's hot or cold, apparently.
Yes.
And so power went out yesterday at my place, and I don't know if I'm just at a point now where I'm reading too much of like the crypto, like inflation, all this crazy stuff happening, and the prepping mindset, whatever. But I like looked around and I'm like, you know what? There's not enough gas in my car, and I don't have enough like water just in case like something goes down. Because now, whenever like the power goes out, there's like some weird like event. Like I immediately go into survival mode. Like this could be anything from whatever to zombie apocalypse. And so I don't know. I was hoping you'd be proud of me, Darkestnyte, because I literally went out.
We're gonna have to do a whole separate stream on prepping, because I don't know if anyone knows in the stream, but I've been a prepper for about 10 years, and so we've had many offline conversations about this, and we'll have to have a separate stream for it because we can talk for hours about that.
You know, the thing is, like, there's this stigma around prepping, which a lot of people thumb their nose at, and I never got it. Right, like, because I'm just like, okay, well, people want to be prepared, that's fine. And I never understood why people were so against that. Right, it's just like, oh, you don't trust the system. But go ahead.
No, so most people despise, is the right word, preppers, because they associate the term prepping with hoarding, and most people don't like hoarders, right? But preppers don't necessarily hoard stuff. So it's just making sure you have the things that you need before you need them. That's all it really is. Yeah. So, but again, we can have hours long conversation about that. So,
all right. Well, we'll see. We'll poll the audience and see if they want to hear your opinion on it. Because here's the thing, right? So, for me, again, I was never in like a prepping mindset, and I wouldn't even call myself a prepper now. But I still remember the beginning days of COVID, where it's just like if you thought you were gonna go outside, you were gonna die, right? Yes. And I remember being in a panic with my family and like looking at the cupboard and being like, yeah, we only have enough groceries to last the rest of the week, right? And so that at that point, I'm just like, okay, well, it doesn't need to be a zombie apocalypse. It doesn't need to be anything crazy. But if anything happens, I just feel like I should have stuff set aside. And I think Icy Flow just mentioned I live in a hurricane prone area, so I do have some things.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But it's like it's not enough, right? So, all right, we can jump off of that topic because Darkestnyte and I can jump.
Yes, we have talked about it for a while too. So offline.
See, this is what I'm telling you guys. Like, because people will look at us and they're just like, oh yeah, Darkestnyte comes on and talks. Like, what's been amazing about this and why I'm so excited more so for Splinterfest is, and I hope you feel the same way, but like I feel like I've been able to make real relationships and friendships with someone like Darkestnyte because we talk about a bunch of stuff outside of Splinterlands too. There's just a lot of interesting parallels and connections, and maybe it's the crypto or the gaming side of things that brings you together initially, right? But then you just discover that you have a lot of similarities with people. So
yeah, I've met a lot of cool people. So yeah.
So excited for Splinterfest because a lot of those will then finally become real. Actually, we've never met up, even though you come to Texas all the time. So that should be fun. All right. So Kitty is better than Yoden. Yeah, I know. I messed up on that one.
Thank you.
I think there's a mana cap on summoners and monsters for land based on the buildings level. Ooh, that'll be interesting. That'll be interesting to know. Definitely. Yuck. What? Yoden gets countered a lot now. I use less. Yeah, I know. I beat Yoden too. Well, actually, no. Whenever you know what's frustrating is when I get beat by a level 2 Yoden in gold, and I'm just like, ah. All right.
Again, it's about the tools, right? If you have the right tools, then it can't get you.
So Coffee saying level of competition seems to have risen. Stay tuned for more info on land. I'm looking forward to it. Guys in the Magic. I usually stay at silver 1, but climb to gold 1. Yeah, maybe I should be stretching like this person here with their two things. So this season has been a grind. Yep. Luthien saying Archmage hasn't done well for her either. Hold my cards in the house. What's going on? Hold my cards. Did you just become a Mav recently? If so, welcome. I think the reason it's been hard to climb is less bots in the environment. I guess so.
Yeah.
Alex, you can counter bots super easy now. Less bots, less rating inflation, harder fights. Good thinking, Anna. Lots of change. We went from spamming Splinter playing your best team. People are leveling up cards. Bots are decreasing. It's a good time to be in. That's for sure.
Yeah. All of them.
All right. Looks like they just play Life and Water. All right. Luckily, be ready for focus. You guys all called it before I did. Good morning, Kraken. The competition, at least in gold. Yep. Fiends are pumping due to Bulldog buying and saying it on stream.
I saw that. Yeah.
Bulldog moving the market. There you go.
Well, again, when you have a team member saying anything, people listen. After sound.
Why do you think I come on and say don't? I'd say don't listen to me.
Yeah, but that makes people listen more, right?
Yeah, I guess there's no way around it.
Yeah.
Haley, I hope you're feeling better. We missed seeing you on Friday and Saturday. Oh no, Luthien, what happened? I did. Oh, you know what, Luthien? I did tune into your stream last night, and then I didn't see your face, and I was just like, something ain't right with the world tonight. So I hope you're feeling better. Fiend rental income is very consistent. Tay Liberty off the grid. Well, okay. Here's the thing. Here's the reason I'm not like super bullish on Fiends, or at least I'm still okay with not buying into them. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. I'm still recovering from COVID, so it's been a rough week. There's still like more than half the packs to be opened, so there's still a lot going on there.
Yeah, prices should go much lower, right? I mean, it can get lower than a penny, but again, we don't know, right? There could be all of a sudden an amazing influx of people with GLS. I was listening to I can't remember the streamer, but they were talking about just the where the current state of Splinterlands is, and I think most of us could agree that Splinterlands is really the number one Web3 game out now. I can't think of anything better, right? And we're, I think, in the middle stages, right? Like all the things that they promised are slowly coming out, and we have so much that any one of those things could potentially bring in additional players, right? We have nodes coming out, or well, the software for the nodes to the validator nodes. I mean, we have just so much to look forward through over the next couple of months. And any one of those things can draw a huge influx of new players.
Yeah. Here, well, because you got about what 10-ish minutes left, so we'll catch up. We'll catch up with chat for or I'll catch up with chat as soon as you bounce out of here. I just want to get your thoughts, I guess, or final closing thoughts before you go. And you're gonna go diving?
I am. Yep, exciting. Hitting Molokini. It's about an hour away for the where the boat is. So, my thoughts are that the current state of things is I think that as players that have started a year, maybe 2 years ago, I think we're at the cusp of, if you're an investor, getting a return on the investments, especially if you have been buying, cards for low. But even if you bought them for high, again, once the bear market is over, we're back into a strong bull, and new players are coming in. I think that's when things are going to go crazy. I hope that's when things go crazy again.
Yeah.
For me, I'm probably never going to sell my cards unless something truly dire happens. But I love the ability, that the chase for the cards is over, and I can just play and enjoy, and really just sit back and just have fun with the game, which is what I'm doing now. I have tons of fun in the game. There's so many things that keep me occupied, and I think it's the same for everybody, regardless at the level you're at. So.
Yeah. No, I totally agree. I just wonder how long before. Well, okay, let's go to GLS specifically, because I think you and I are both really excited about that.
Yeah.
I look at that, I'm just like, how many people would that actually bring into Splinterlands?
Well, we don't know. That's the thing, right? We have no idea.
Would it bring anybody? Like, maybe. I don't know. I look at that, I'm just like, okay, the only connection there is people, if they want stuff in GLS that have nothing to do with Splinterlands, they're going to come in, buy and stake SPS, right? Like, it's just like, okay, I want stuff in this new game. But I look at GLS actually as I look at that as being one of the cash cows in the future for the company, right? Like, and I'm not talking about the soccer, but GLS, like Genesis League Sports, that to me could be gigantic if they build out the platform properly. And to me, that's going to dwarf Splinterlands. Splinterlands is always going to be this cool niche thing. But what I love about the way the team looks at this is they say, well, the only reason we're here today is because all the people in Splinterlands put us on, right? So we want to flow all that back into Splinterlands. So
here's what I'll say about that, right? So if you look at other companies like Splinterlands, they're trying to be like Gala Games. If I could have a guess, right? Mm-hmm. They have the nodes, they have, a bunch of different games, but I think Gala only has 2 games that are playable, if I'm not mistaken. But during the during the bull market, Gala was worth a lot, right? Nodes were worth a lot. I know. So Matt keeps saying it, right? We're just getting ready for the next bull market. He keeps saying that. Mm-hmm. So if you're not acquiring assets during the bear, when everything's the cheapest, it's your own fault when it hits the bull market. We've been warned so many different times in so many different ways. Dudes, this is we're gonna have less new players. Everything's gonna be super cheap. You're gonna get demoralized. That's what the bear market does. Mm-hmm. Right? It shakes out the people that don't want to invest, that are nervous. Right? It is what it is.
I gotta say that this has been the most fun bear market I've ever had.
Yes, and it's crazy.
And granted,
we're laughing about it, right? It's hilarious.
I've only been through a couple of them, but it's this is kind of nice, right?
Exactly.
It's because so even a year ago, and we'll call it maybe just a bear trend or whatever. So if you remember all the China FUD, the Elon Musk tweet, all that. And then Bitcoin dropped to half its value in a week or two. I remember because I hadn't discovered Splinterlands at that time, but it was because we were down. Axie Infinity popped off at that time, and then the whole Metaverse pump that kind of followed. but that was like a tougher time mentally, emotionally, because you look at this and you're just like, oh yeah, like my money just went, was like literally just cut in half because of one dude's tweet. And I don't blame Elon Musk. I know that there's a lot of other factors in there. I'm just saying that, like, that it was just funny to watch that. Whereas now what's hilarious to me is I'm out here on Twitter being like, ooh, red day, let me go check the market and
Exactly.
see. But not even the crypto market. It's just like, red day, let me go see what's happening in the Splinterlands market.
Yes.
I want to see how it's affecting it, and maybe I can get some cheaper cards.
Exactly. Because again, you have a long-term vision of where the game is going, and you have faith, right? And again, faith can be bad, misplaced sometimes, right? But I don't think so. And I'm doing the same thing, right? So like when I see typically expensive cards drop by 30-40%, I don't think about it, right? Just go grab it and I start using it immediately. So
now, if we could talk about your card strategy a little bit.
Yeah.
You tend to go out and just buy cards and then sometimes buy extras of them. But you're not big on renting.
I am, but I'm renting cards now. I'm renting maybe 2,000 DEC per day. It depends on who grabs them, right? I hate going in there and figuring out, deselecting them and unrenting them and going back into the price. It's a pain in the butt. I know there's rental golem. I could probably use that, but I don't want to set it up. I guess another thing for Spleg, or Splex, I'm sorry. So, but not really. I would prefer, and I haven't really had time to do this. I would prefer to just do delegations to people that I know could really use a little bit of a boost. This month, it's kind of, again, we have so many distractions. It's hard for me to figure out, which cards I'm using and where I'm using them. I have Archmage going, which is doing great, by the way. In gold, it does fantastic. But I just have cards thrown all over the place, right? And I think I even asked for your help, right? I said, hey, man, I need to break down this collection.
Yeah, I know, and I'm sorry, we haven't had a chance to do that yet.
Yeah, we'll do that maybe when I get back. But that's the thing, right, is understanding what to do with all these assets. Again, they're everywhere, and I just need to figure out an actual strategy. So for right now, the strategy is just playing in tournaments, making sure that I'm ranking up, and making sure I do my brawls so that we can upgrade the guild. That's pretty much it.
So I guess the question that I was going with for you is, because I didn't realize you were starting to rent out more. I know you like to do delegations, but I also know, or correct me if I'm wrong, that you don't really feel like managing a bunch of things either. You kind of just want it to
not right now.
So if you're collecting all these extra cards that you don't need,
right.
I mean, I don't know if you do or don't want to do like a scholarship model in the future, but the question that I guess I'm asking for you is, would you ever consider selling all these extra cards if they were to do 10, 20x?
Yes, I would. But someone would need to probably tell me, hey, man, you should sell that card. Like, okay. So it's the same way I buy them. You've seen me do it a million times, right? So we're in a live stream. We're doing the tournament, and someone starts using a card that's going off. And I'm like, I don't have that card. I need that card.
Yeah.
Right. It's the same thing in reverse when it's time to sell them, right? Hey, I've had a card sitting in my account unused for 6 months. I'm not checking to see whether it's going off or not in terms of price. Someone will draw my attention to it and say, hey, man, you never use that card. You should sell it. Okay.
Interesting. Okay. Have you sold any cards recently?
Not since that Jotun. And that's why I'm gun shy, right?
Yeah.
So,
yeah. And for context, for people who don't know, he sold that Jotun at what, $20?
Yeah, it's like $25 on Wax. And Wax had just come out. Right. So I was like, oh, I could sell cards here. It's great. I'm going to sell this extra Jotun I have. Worst decision ever.
You know what's going to be interesting to see is when the next boom comes here. And I don't want to necessarily even call it a bull run, because while I try to stay optimistic, it's a very cautious optimism that we could pop off before 2025, right? If Splinterlands itself does well, same way that Axie was kind of able to carry the whole metaverse boom out of the big downtrend last year. I'm curious about what the sentiment is going to be like amongst the amongst the content creators
You'll
because
have a lot to report on.
huh?
You'll have a lot to create content around.
Well, because okay, so this is all stemmed from your comment of I will probably need someone to tell me to sell it.
Oh yeah.
And so I wonder if and when this thing booms again, right? We're probably going to get a bunch of new content creators, people come in and seeing all the attention that's in the split lens space. Yeah. And if it's anything like it was a year ago, it was like mass euphoria, right? Yeah, so this is one of the reasons that I started creating content. And I'm not trying to call anybody out, right? Like I was caught up in it too, but I had just seen so much hate towards other crypto YouTubers during that downfall for BTC in June of last year, where I was just like, all right, yeah, I don't ever want to say anything like SPS is going to $10. I just want to talk about like what I see, whatever. So I'm curious if I will have the discipline to be like, hey, Darkestnyte, I think you should sell right now. I mean, because I didn't see it then, but we have a whole new lineup of content creators now. So I wonder how realistic and conservative people will play it, because I'm trying to play it as conservative as possible.
Yeah, I mean, the reality is I use most of the cards that I buy. I'll give you an example, right? So I think on one of the early tournament, I think the first or second one, we talked about the Dragon Lord, right? The Dragon Lord, Darkestnyte.
Yeah.
Right? And we literally had a conversation about it. And I was like, man, I don't have that card. And again, I thought it was trivial compared to other cards that I could play, until someone said, I can't remember who it was, it said, well, it's really good if you have it with Kitty. And I was like, I never really thought about that. And so I went and got it, and they were 100% correct. It became part of my normal toolkit. So that there are cards like that I will probably never sell. They're the same thing. There were cards I should have sold a long time ago. I would say, given the options around the summoners, I probably should have sold Archmage Arias by now, because it had pumped to some outrageous number. I don't know how many of them have actually sold, but that would have been a really good one to actually sell and make a lot of profit on. But again, that's a card that's one of my favorites, right? So it's an emotional. It would be an emotional.
I know. Well, that's so. This is my question for you now. If you have an answer for it, but how much would you sell your Archmage Arias if there was a buyer who came to you directly and said, "I will buy yours"? What is your number?
I would look at the price that's on the market. And again, it would be an emotional decision. So I think it's like, what, 32,000 right now?
It's listed, right? But I think there's only one for sale. Yeah. So,
right.
24,900.
Yeah, I think I would sell it for 25. Yeah, I think I would.
Interesting.
And that's a lot of money, man.
It is a lot of money. Yeah.
Crap. That's like 10 trips to Hawaii.
Well, you know what's interesting there is, what's the upside on him?
Don't know. Right. I don't think it's, I mean, again, it's still unique, right? That it gives a +1 to every, every attribute. I think that's our attributes, not skills. Yeah. So every attribute, right? So +1 to melee, +1 to range, +1 to magic. Even just cards that give one of those +1s typically are expensive, right? So to give it to all three, it is unique, right?
On a dragon summoner, nonetheless.
Yeah, my fear is we can't predict the future, right? So maybe they make another copy of this.
Yeah.
What happens to that one, right? Because I can't play it in modern, right? So that's a downside. But I can play it in wild, right? But I got to say, Kitties to me is much more useful.
Yeah. Well, I was looking at it, I guess, more from like an investment side, because I'm just like, if you sell that thing for 25K, I don't know that there's like a 2x or 3x, maybe a 2x or 3x upside to it, right? Whereas like,
right? See, the problem is, I'm sorry.
Oh, but I was just gonna say, you take that 25K and you buy a bunch of other like rewards cards right now. You could turn that 25 into something way more.
Right. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, right? So I remember what I bought it for, right? So that would still be an immense, profit. But typical of everything that happens to me, I would sell it, and then all of a sudden a bunch of new users would come in, and then also investors would come in. They know there's only 87 of those. That's a good investment, right, for people that are collectors. And that's one of the things I'm starting to see more of as well. It's not just players and investors, but actual collectors of the cards.
Yeah.
So that's something I hadn't really thought about. But people are willing to spend money on gold versions of a lot of these cards.
Yeah, that's for sure.
And there's a benefit to doing that, right? Play-wise. So,
are there how many? Oh, 3 in circulation.
Ever, right? And I think one was just delegated to Ali Straza.
Yep.
Yeah, so a gold version of that.
Was it Gold Matters? I think
it might have been. It might have been. Yeah, I think it was Gold Matters.
I know he's been tweeting a lot about her streams and stuff. So
yeah, I mean that's
huge. For 64.
Right? Yeah, that's incredible.
That's crazy.
Yeah, if you don't have a maxed out blight, this might be the time. Because that's a great price.
It makes me wonder how heavy I need to go into Rift Watchers, because I do want the promo card, but if blight can drop to 65, I wonder what that other thing can drop to. All right, yeah, we're Druid's Blood again. Thank you for the packs. We're gonna do some giveaways.
Nice.
I don't want to be a terrible host and kick you off, but I do want to be respectful of your time.
I'll stick around to the very last second.
I know. I'm just like, I was like, okay, I could. I'm
totally looking at the clock. I'm like, can I squeeze in another 10 minutes?
I was just like, I could keep asking him questions and distract him, but that's probably not a good thing.
I was not distracted. I was now just split in terms of what do I want to go diving, or do I want to still talk about Splinterlands? And
go diving, dude. I'm gonna boot you from here. You're in Hawaii. Yeah. Go diving.
Yes.
We'll chat.
Well, guys, it's been fantastic as usual. Even an hour is not enough to get through all the stuff we talk about. So.
I don't even know. Somehow we stream on the other weeks on like 3 hours, and it's just like, we could have kept going if we didn't get hungry.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, man, guys. It's good to have you.
Well, thanks for having me, and I'll catch you guys next time.
Cool. All right. Well, that was fun. Let me go ahead and share the screen here again. All right, guys. I appreciate your patience. I'm gonna try and do a massive catch up on the chat, so we can do that, and then I will get some giveaways ready courtesy of Druid's Blood. So Haley, we got off the grid. I'm still under the weather. Luthien, I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope you're feeling better soon. Thanks for the packs. Yes, indeed. Waterfud. What's Waterfud? Prepping stream, love it. We've had a lot of conversations about it. So yeah, I mean, again, I'm not like, I don't consider myself a prepper, but I will just say that it was the beginning of COVID that made me realize that, like, if society breaks down for whatever reason, even just small, like if there were supply chain issues, right? Like they're talking about that, I want to make sure that I can like feed myself and my family for at least a little while until things get back. So it's been fun learning from him, because he's deeper into the space than I am. You live in a hurricane prone area. Indeed. I'm with the prep stream. All right, we'll do it sometime. Nothing wrong with prepping. I need to be better about it. So Darkestnyte, I'm an old guy, have been prepping since 2004. We'll have some good discussions. I wish he had seen this before. We're gonna have a lot of fun with Splinterfest, guys. It's not just gonna be about the cards. I think we're just gonna meet a lot of people who have similar interests to us, which is gonna be great. By the way, about Diamond, went into it yesterday for the first time this season and getting demolished. Ouch. Yeah, I mean, I'm struggling in gold, Anna, so it's been rough. With enough water, toilet paper, and hand sanitizer, you can survive anything. The toilet paper is the important one there, as we all learned. Last hurricane, we lost power and water for 3 weeks. It sucked. Ooh. So I lost power. I mean, it wasn't that bad, but I lost power for 3 days in the freeze, the Texas freeze that happened. But because it broke so many pipes burst with the freeze, they had to shut down the water in like the entire area for 2 weeks. So it was terrible. Maybe something to do with more people playing Modern this season. I've noticed I'm playing a lot of the same players. That could be it. I don't have the stats on it. There's a lot of other content creators that are good about digging into that. Growing up in New England and relying on a well for water, we made sure to have some food and water though. Smart move. I sent you a picture. I sent the picture on your Discord. Okay, I'll check it in a bit. Yvonne, you bought the VIP ticket for Splinterfest and already struck a deal for the summoner code to get my money back. What? That's awesome. I don't know what comes with the VIP thing, but you're gonna have some very interesting access. So I'm excited for you. I mean, I don't have a VIP ticket, but I'm in some of those planning meetings, and it's interesting to see what they have lined up for you. Pump our cards. Sorry guys, I can't do that, and especially not now, because I don't want to get in trouble with a team if I'm like artificially pumping cards. I'll tell you which ones I'm buying. But actually, to be 100% transparent with that, I told you when I was buying the Pellicore Bandits for a penny. I think, are they back at a penny now? But the truth was, I was not buying them with some like crazy 100x expectation, right? Like, hey, they're back at a penny. I was literally just buying them for fun. I was like, I want to have a card that like I get known for, right? And I don't know if Pellicore Bandit was the right one, but I don't know. Then I got bored and I stopped buying it. Yes, I became a Mav some days ago and just saw the link of your stream there. Oh, cool. I don't know who shared it, but thank you. And welcome to the Mav chat where things get spicy sometimes. I usually just grab some popcorn and watch. All right, Catalyst Economy is a social science. Indeed. Luthien, oh, you have COVID. Luthien, I'm so sorry to hear that. I had it earlier this week as well, and it was awful. There was a full day where I just didn't want to do anything. I had a terrible headache. Which was Tuesday, which is why I didn't stream on Tuesday. Time to sell my extra fiends. Hope you feel better, Luthien. Have you guys thought about which tournament you were playing in at Splinterfest? Modern, Gold, Wild. I mean, I'm probably gonna do Gold just because I know the cards much better at Gold. And especially if it's Wild Diamond, like those dragons, like I don't even know what they do. Like I'm talking about your alpha level dragons. Like Gold Dragon, sure, I've played with them maybe a couple times, but I mean I won't be able to account for this in a 2.5 minute power or 2.5 minute like choosing, right? I'm just like, a lot of these guys are super OP. Very few people will want a max level fiend, so a lot of people want level ones. I don't see the long-term appreciation being as good as say Queen Mycelia or Carnage Titan. Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people are buying them for rental income. There is a very, very strong narrative out there right now around rental income. And you have the Splex team as well as a lot of the Mavs talking about how good, ROIs and APRs they're getting. I'm not doing it, and I've been very public about that. Like I don't invest in cards anymore. I think that individual cards, as I've said, are deflationary, but cards as an asset class are very inflationary, and so therefore they are subject to market forces that have nothing to do with the market, or forces that have nothing to do with the market. So you saw what happened to O'Shaughnessy and Venari Wavesmith when Ulrich got taken out. So can you say the same thing about Fiends? Probably not. Fiends definitely have more versatility. So I'm not saying that you can't make a ton of money, and I'm not saying that investing in cards is a bad way to go. Maybe I'm just jaded because I got burned by it, but also I don't have my deck, right? Like, so if I'm gonna buy cards, I don't want to be spending that money buying cards that I'm not playing with. So every time I buy cards now, it's mainly to support my deck and get myself at least hopefully a max gold deck in the short to midterm. So I'm betting we do a Splinterlands Open Diamond Plus League. I've talked to Weirdbeard. He's got some great ideas. I just don't know when all this stuff is going to get implemented. But I will say that from an esports side of things, I'm really happy that Weirdbeard is there putting in ideas. And I just hope he gets a chance to implement them sooner rather than later. So Darkest Sound in the house. Oh, yeah. Good to see you. International Travel Channel. We got to chat about D-Crop sometime. From the standpoint of a collector, maybe, a Panini company, it can bring a higher amount of gamers. hold my cards. I'm sorry, I don't understand that. It's like a Facebook game. People that start playing one end up playing a few more because they're already there. Oh, okay. I got. We're talking about the GLS bringing people in. All right. I've been stacking SPS lately. I see it as buying SPS as a Splinterlands company shares, which I believe in more than the Splinterlands game. I view it that way. It's not a perfect analogy, Yvonne, but SPS is my biggest bag in the game, and I don't want to sell it for cards. Here's the thing, right? Like, I could easily max on my deck if I sold that bag, but with SPS and the market being down right now, I don't want to do that. It's crazy to see Game Token that don't have a playable game yet with market caps as high as Splinterlands. I mean, market caps way higher than Splinterlands. Icy Flow. Okay, and maybe not just Icy Flow, but for anybody who has experience with Axie, can you tell me what's going on in their economy right now? Because I have not come across another game that has as much or more clout than Axie. And what I keep hearing is that Axie's economy is broken. But I could be hearing that from the same people, right? Similar, who like say that Splinterlands is dead, right? So I just want to know where Axie is at, because that's still like the gold standard. At the end of the day, this industry is going to be dominated by games that are actually good. And to be fair to Axie, they have a good game. Now, is it as good as Splinterlands? It might be, that's your own play style, right? Like, do you like having, as I'm sure many of the Axie detractors say, like, do you like having the same battle over and over again, or would it get boring? Versus, Splinterlands, which tends to be at least a little more diverse in the game style and gameplay. I don't know. I don't look at that as necessarily a negative thing. Although I'm sure people can view it in that way. But they do have a good game, and I don't know what's happening in their ecosystem or their game economy right now. So I'm just curious. GLS is one of those things that people bring other people because of the Fantasy League thing. Anyone ends up playing those, even if they don't. See, GLS is not going to be fantasy based though. But if it is, here's what's going to be important with GLS. If it is soccer based, which of course, right, like it should be, right, if they're doing a soccer. But if the gameplay, I'm really expecting the gameplay to be very different from Splinterlands, right? You're probably going to look at it and be like, oh yeah, I can see how a lot of this was inspired by Splinterlands. But I'm expecting the gameplay to be something completely different. Like, you're not trying to kill the other team, right? You're not throwing axes at them or meleeing them to death until they have no life, right? Like, football is a different kind of beast altogether. So I would expect the gameplay to be very different. And if the gameplay is good, then you will have people from around the world who love the game of football/soccer, who love the idea of crypto and getting into gaming crypto, and who also don't care about the MLS or MLSPA, whatever it is, that are probably going to come in and play the game, right? Because at that point, it's not so much about knowing the players. Sure, yeah, that's going to be an added benefit, and you have your whole MLS fan base that you can dig into, but you're going to have people who just like soccer/football and crypto. And that little intersection, I don't know how big that is. Because if it's a solid soccer/football game and it incorporates a well-oiled machine in terms of a game economy, a la Splinterlands or similar to Splinterlands, that could be huge. Because again, you have all the people around the world who laugh at the MLS, right? And that's fine, because in the US, it's not like we're not cheering it on either. But my point being is, if it's good as a soccer game/football game, then that combined with crypto adoption and interest could be awesome. Shout out to my guild, the Wizards. We just hit level 10 haul. Ooh, congratulations. Love to see so many tools come out for SPL. This is a thriving ecosystem. Yes, Kraken, I agree. I remember like tweeting out like months back that I think when I first heard about Archmage, and was it Archmage and then Splintermate? And the thought came to me of, like, people don't realize how robust the Splinterlands economy is with all of the businesses that people are building on top of the Splinterlands economy, right? So you got your bot services, you have things like Peak Monsters, you have things like Monster Market, Splinter cards. I think that might be more of like a volunteer thing or donation thing. But what was the other thing I was thinking of? I don't know. There's so many cool tools coming out there, and I'm hopeful that the people who are building this kind of layer 2 ecosystem around Splinterlands, I'm hoping that they're making money, right? Because I want to see that innovation continue to thrive and continue to grow. And Splinterlands can kind of be its own economy where people come in, and if you know how to play the game right, it doesn't matter what's happening in a macro bear market. There could be great opportunities to make money in Splinterlands. And I'm not talking about bull runs on speculating on tokens. I'm talking about builders. I'm talking about people who come in and provide value one way or another that others are willing to pay for, right? Because what they provide in value is so good. So that's what gets me excited about seeing all these new projects. Robo Dragon is a beast. I only have a level 1, but I love it. In fact, though, I don't play with it anymore because it's level 1, I suppose. Like, it's too expensive. Even though I used to play it all the time before, it's just too expensive as a monster. I think it's like 11 mana. But it is, or used to be, one of my favorite cards. So maybe if I ever get around to leveling up old rewards cards, we'll do that. $100. It was Gold Matters that sent Ali Strauza. Yeah, that guy's collection is insane for sure. Excuse me, guys. Hold my cards. I buy gold cards only. Hell yeah, let's go. You will be set up for the upcoming guild brawls. There will be guilds trying to recruit you, that's for sure. What if staking a card on land gave you increased benefits based on the BCX stake? I think that's got to be the case, right? I think it's got to be the case. Oh, sorry, I didn't read the rest of it. And based on the BCX stake and amount of BCX that exists, that would be fascinating. That would make alpha very, very valuable. But that kind of is what CP is trying to accomplish. Although I know there's a totally different angle that you're taking here, and that's really interesting because it goes towards the rarity of cards, which will make your Pelacor bandits like even less than a penny at that point. Nobody's gonna want them if they're not getting much value. Ashley, what's going on, Ashley? It's good to see you here. I'd rather have 2 blights at level 3 than 1 at max. All right, so that's exactly the plan. You know what's funny, Icy Flow, is that I could do that. I have enough blights. I have 12 BCX of blights. One is, or I have one as a level 3, so 6 BCX, and then I have 6 other BCX just kind of sitting there. So I don't know what to do with them. Well, I know what I need to do with them eventually is that I want to get a maxed one. But in the meantime, I guess I could just make a silver one, level 2, and then put it out for rent or something. We'll see. Virus, that's exactly the plan. Darkestnyte, be safe. All right. Yeah, it was fun chatting with him. I'm glad he was able to. I'm glad he was able to stop in. We were originally thinking about doing a tournament today. And then I got sick, and then he his plans were, actually I don't even know what his plans were, but he wanted to commentate a tournament from the beach. So that would have been awesome, but it's like 4 a.m. there right now, so I think it would have had to be at a later time. Thank you, Drew. Oh, thank you for reminding me. Let me get do we still have that circle? Circle or wheel of names. There we go. All right, let's pull up the wheel of names, and we'll start getting these packs ready to give away. Rare cards have higher CP in general, so the card I'm known for is Oceanus. I know, it makes me feel like I should be buying just a ton of Oceanuses right now. So I should just continue averaging down my price because I got burned so badly on buying them for like $50. Can you not play in all the tournaments? What do you mean, Ivan? Oh, at Splinterfest? I don't know actually. It'd be kind of weird if they're holding 2 tournaments. Well, it depends. If they're holding them at the same time, which would be kind of weird, then I guess you wouldn't be able to play in both. But Virus is saying I'm pretty sure you have to pick one. Okay. Yeah, seems like it. Lithian, that's rough. About Ashanis. I think both are scheduled at the same time. Oh, that sucks. All right, well. Game and Tax. What's going on, Game and Tax? You must be new here. I want to welcome you to the stream. I've been thinking about this idea for SPS for a while. I don't know what you're pointing at. That intersection won't come outside US unless dragged into it. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being optimistic, Anna. I think it could. I think it could. People play soccer games because of names. Ah, shit. Fine, you're right. But I like I said, cautiously optimistic. All right. Why is this not loading? Oh, it is loading. There we go. All right. I think we're almost caught up on chat. So let me see here. Axie is dead. Devs don't listen. SLP keep on minting. No burning. No iOS launch. Every season the mess. Okay, that's good to know. You know what I would love to do, and if you got here, actually, I'm going to put this out there for anybody who is following Axie. If you know of a good like Axie YouTuber or influencer, I would love to listen to them, and actually, I would love to talk to them because I want to talk to somebody who's bullish on Axie, because it's easy to talk to people who are bearish on projects. They want to come on and trash it as much as possible, but I want to actually see where people who are bullish are at, because sometimes when you talk to them, you can realize you're just like, oh, you're reaching, right? Like you have a little too much blind optimism going on right now. You've been smoking that hopium too much. Or they'll come into you and they will say something like, such and such, these are the areas that they need to fix and they're working on it. And, it gives you a better idea. Level 2 RDK is pretty good. Indeed. I guess I need 2 more for level 2, so I should do it. Vilson's in the house. Vilson, we still need to chat too, man. I'm sorry. I've been under the weather this whole week and not planning out anything. LOL. Wait, what? Huge giveaway. Yeah, we got. So again, this is thanks to Druid's Blood, who sent me some packs and some DEC actually last night, 4 potions. That's how considerate Druid's Blood is. Send me DEC to give to you, so you're gonna have both a pack as well as some DEC to open up these potions. To open up these packs. Great stream. What's going on, Nick? All right, looks really good. I love it. All right, so I think I've noticed you have 10 lobsters after time long-term hold. So Kulfi, the lobsters were given to me by Agrode for the Splinterlands TV stream, so they're not mine. He gave me like 20 of them, and I gave out 10 the first Splinterlands TV stream. I was gonna do the other 10 this past week, but I was sick, so I missed my stream. So I'll be giving them out on Tuesday night here in the US. So if you can make the Splinterlands TV stream, or whenever my next stream is, I essentially do challenges. So whatever level you want to play me at, you send a challenge, and if you beat me, you get a lobster. So they're not mine. There's no thoughts about holding them. After Sun, can you make a tourney that's chaos only? I think we're gonna do that, Rob. I think the rest of them will probably be only chaos only, because that last one was dominated by untamed legendary summoners. Ooh, packs. Okay, so how much do you think SPS will climb to? Sorry, Percy. I don't do. I stay away from price predictions. I will. I hate not giving you answers. It's just I can't, right? Like I have no idea, and especially like now with everything going on, like I just don't. It's hard to predict so many factors, both macro and then micro. I personally am sitting on a good stack of SPS, and I'm continuing to stack it. Where it goes in the short term, I have no idea. Where it goes in the long term, I am hopeful that I'm hopeful that we will hit an all-time high again, but I'm willing to wait 3 to 5 years for that. So that's all I'll say. Oceanus holds $2, even Pellicors dropped from 20 cents to 10 cents. My financial advice. All right. I'm seeing a ton of comments here. Okay, so Vice News did a good show about Axie that is here on YouTube. Okay, I will check that out. Thanks, Druid's Blood. Thanks, Druid's Blood. All right, so I think everybody's just... Oh, Luthien saying, I never got my lobster. Oh, sorry about that, Luthien. Oh, you're right. You're right, because you beat me as the stream was ending. I will send that to you. Thank you for reminding me. How much have you been making on average on the daily wins after sound, after the change? In gold 1 with usually a 90+% ECR. Oh, here. I'm making a little under 1 SPS. Rating is currently 2,700, and my ECR I try to keep between like 90 to 98%. Okay. So let's do this. Give me 1 second here, guys. So I need to get a list of participants. I'm going to give you guys all 30 seconds. If you have not chatted within like the last 5 minutes, it may not recognize you. So feel free to just throw something, anything into the chat. Maybe your IGN would be good. And then I'll make sure that this thing, or it'll make sure that this thing picks you up. And let me go in and grab, or get ready to grab the list. We got a solid crowd here on a Sunday morning. Yes. So let's delete what's there. All right, I'm seeing the chat absolutely blow up, which is great. Rob, it's hard making DEC now, especially. Yeah, okay. Is anybody here? Real quick, is anybody here? Actually, we'll do this later because I'm going to get buried in chat. Cool. All right, I think we're good. Let me see how many participants this thing is picking up now. All right, quite a few. Lovely. Let me go ahead and paste them in. All right, these are going to be based on your YouTube usernames. Okay. I really hate that this thing still puts all the blanks in. So give me a second. Or you know what? We're just going to spin. So we have 6 to give away. So I don't know. Should we just do all 6 right now, or should we do like 3 and then 3 later? Again, if you win, you can only win 1. All right, let's go ahead and spin, shall we? Can you guys see the screen? Yes, you can. All right. Hopefully we get a blank first to just clear them all out. Yep. All right, awesome. Let's go. Move all instances. Oh, so much prettier. Now we have 39 people. Amazing. All right, congratulations. I mean, not congratulations. Good luck to everybody. Congratulations, blank, for winning. All right, here we go. Let's do 3 at the very least. Maybe we'll do all 6 actually, so I don't have to like copy and paste them in. Ashley NFT Gaming with the first win. Let's go. All right, Ashley, I am going to send this to you afterwards. All right, because I need to send both the pack and some DEC along with it. So are you? It's Mac Fillet? Is that the one? Can you remind me? IGN Mac Fillet, awesome. Mac Fillet, and then let me just put a note here. Luthien 12 needs a lobster. You need a lobster. Needs pack and DEC. Cool. So we have our first winner. Congratulations to Ashley. I will remove you now. And Percy Alva. Congratulations, Percy Alva. Send me that IGN. I'm gonna try and look to see if you posted it, but there's a ton of comments. Percy Alva. Okay, a card crypt. A card. Oh, our card crypt. AR. Oh shoot, Mac Fillet. Whoops. Started deleting that. AR card crypt. Congratulations. Drop down. Ashley's IGN is Balsanga. Oh man. All right, let me remove that. Good luck, good luck, good luck. You have a 1 in 37 chance, and we are out. Brian Wu with the win. Congratulations, Brian. I'm gonna try and find your IGN, but if you could post it again, that'd be great. I was able to find Percy's, so maybe I'll find Brian's too. Unless Brian just said chat, chat, chat. All right, guys. Also, please make sure to thank Druid's Blood. None of this is from me. I'm just the mailman. I'm just delivering. This is all from Druid's Blood. Again, I love the generosity of this community. I think it's amazing. So, Druid's Blood, really appreciate you. Everything that you do. And you'll probably recognize Druid's Blood from the Mav chat if you spend any time there, which I always appreciate your input on the Mav chat for sure. All right. Congratulations to Brian. I got Fabian as your IGN. Let's just rock and roll through this because I don't want to forget. Sometimes like something comes up and then I have to like end the stream randomly or abruptly, I should say. So let's just go ahead and get everybody who's here and who stuck through. Pedro Fernandez, congratulations. All right, Pedro, go ahead and confirm that IGN. I mean, I'm going to try and look for it if I can, but I feel like you guys just get this confused look of me on screen as I'm scrolling through the chat trying to find Pedro Fernandez. See, Pedro Fernandez just wrote something. we need that IGN. All right, DARUPT. Okay, cool. So close, PJ. Indeed. All right. You have a 1 in 35 chance of winning. Let's go. So there's 2 more? Yeah, 2 more. Wow, look at this. Just a bunch of J's. Oh, is this in... Oh, this is in alphabetical order. No wonder. All right. So Joseph Soriano, congratulations. I've seen you around here before, Joseph, but I don't remember your IGN off the top of my head. So I'm going to try and look for it. You just said good luck. It'd be great if I could search by person, but if you could just go ahead and post that in for me into the chat, that would be so fantastic. Make my life a little bit easier. Sorry for making you type it twice, guys. Oh, man. Send it to my alt, he says. All right. I still need to know what the IGN is. I guess I'm not as lucky as I thought. All right. Toby Wap. All right. Congratulations, Joseph. And let's go ahead and remove. All right. Last one, at least for now. I'll want to match some of Drew's Blood's generosity here. So last one, or last pack at least. We'll see what I have to give away later. Good luck. Ooh, it's in the C's. Clevin. Congratulations, Clevin. Oh, I feel like, Clevin, I feel like I should know your IGN because you're like always coming through here. But you just wrote ... So give me that IGN one more time, please. Or in general, please give it to me. Congratulations to all. Bad joke. See, I knew it. Okay. Well, here. We'll do one more. One of my packs, and then we'll get to it in a little bit. Little bonus round for everybody here. Good luck to all. We'll see what you come away with. Song of the Phoenix. Let's go. I will be putting more in. Oh, I wish. I mean, sorry. Eraserheads. Congratulations on winning, but it would have been so perfect if one of those packs had gone back to Druid's Blood. Just as a thank you. Eraserhead, send me your IGN and I will throw it on there. And then, I don't know, maybe I'll send them out to you now so I don't forget. No, I won't forget. It's up here. All right. So congratulations to the winners. Actually, if you guys don't mind, I mean, you can throw some comments in the chat. I'll start responding to them, but I figure might as well start sending out some of these packs, right? So Eraserheads, please send that to me. And then actually, before we even start, I got to send one of these to Luthien 12. Congrats on beating me, Luthien. That was brutal. It was like almost 2 weeks ago, but I still remember. It still stings right here. It stings in my heart that I got crushed so badly to end the stream. Eraserheads. Okay. Eraserheads. Cool. All right. I'm just going to start sending out packs. Oh, there's a bunch of people here. Mac. Oh, typing this on the wrong screen. Mac Filet. Can I understand the meaning behind your name, Ashley NFT Gaming? Mac Filet. I'm just so curious. A card. Oh, no. AR card. Card crypt. Actually, the only reason I'm asking about Mac Filet is because it reminds me of McDonald's fish fillet. Fish fillet. Mac Filet. Which I know has nothing to do with it. But if it does, that would be amazing. All right, Fabian, congratulations. All right, we're slowly making our way through. DARUPT. Erupt. And it'd be awesome if there was a platform that I could live stream on that was, actually, I think I could live stream on, what's it called? 3Speak? Because then that would all lead directly to your IGNs. All right, Toby Wap is next. Excuse me, guys. Sorry for all the throat clearing. BAJOK. Congratulations. All right, and then Eraser. That's all right. Congratulations to. Oh, never mind. I gotta send you some DEC too. And then I'll hop back into chat. Appreciate y'all being patient. Sometimes I have a terrible memory, so I want to make sure that I'm sending it out. Everyone, because see, look, Luthien was so incredibly kind and patient that I haven't sent it to her for like a week and a half, even though she beat me fair and square. And that was completely on me. The match, I was trying to. We were playing it, but the stream ended, and so I just went into immediate mode of like trying to send out all the lobsters without adding her name to the list because the stream had already ended. So maybe Luthien, maybe you didn't beat me in time. I'm just kidding. Beyond. What's up? I have enough DEC. Oh no, I should have enough DEC. I didn't spend anything this morning. Toby Wop. Wait, did I skip someone? I think I skipped someone. All right, hold on, I'll come back. I know there's a lot of chat here. Sorry for beating me. Thanks for the lobster. You are most welcome. Congratulations on beating me. Isn't that the McDonald's chicken fillet? No, it's a fish fillet. What's a McChicken? I think is what they call the chicken sandwich. You hear Ashley tell the story to Luke. Oh, I'm excited to hear it. All right, so Anna's saying, by the way, that math chat, how to get in there, and can you show the channel to where to look for it? Give me 1 second here. And somebody might be better than me at telling that to you. So MacFillet, Aircrypt, Fabian. Oh, I did miss Darupt. Okay. RUPT. All right, we got Toby Wop already. BAJ, okay, so the one question that I wanted to ask folks is, has anybody here burned SPS for DEC? Because you shouldn't be doing it. I think Bulldog made a fantastic video on how to use tribal decks. So if you have done that because you need DEC and don't know how to operate within like the Hive Engine or tribal deck systems, I want to walk you through it right now, because you shouldn't be burning DEC, not for this super low price that it is right now. Okay. If you burn DEC just for fun, burned SPS for fun. Did I say burn DEC? I'm sorry, burn SPS for DEC. But if you've been just burning it for fun, just to test it out, then that's fine. But as long as you know how to get it when you actually need it. All right, so Anna, I don't remember with Math Chat. It's been like 6 months. There is a channel in there. Let me see if I can find it. And I'm sorry, I don't have Discord open up on this computer, so I won't be able to show you. But if you go down in the Discord channel, there's a Splinterlands bot corner. And if you go to the registration one, I think that's where you can register your account. Now, I would definitely just stop in. To, where is it? Oh, there's a how to register. Oh no, never mind. That's Monster Market. Where is the support channel? Okay, so under support, you could probably just go to the tech support channel. So under the support drop down, the first one there's tech support. I would just go there and double check and ask. But they're probably going to send you down to the Splinterlands bot corner, and that registration I believe is where I went. And it's super easy. It's so easy that I learned it for 30 seconds and then I forgot it. And I probably should try to remember it or learn it again, so when people ask, I can tell them. But if I could do it, you can do it. All right, my name is because my husband always pronounces McFlurry from McDonald's as McFillet for a long time, so I used to make fun of it. When I made my account, I didn't really care. Okay, so McFlurry and McFillet. Interesting. All right. Now I get it. Now I regret it. It almost makes it sound like French or something. McFillet, McFlurry, McFillet. I can see it. Is your husband French, or does he have an accent? That'd be interesting. That would make more sense. Eraserheads. Sorry. Is your husband from Oklahoma? It's the real question here. Eraserheads. I dubbed the filet of fish. Filet of fish is one of the best sandwiches, I gotta say. Splinterlands, you can make fun of him for that? No, I'm not gonna make fun of someone for how they speak. That's just rude. But I guess if I have your permission, sure, we're going all in. Tell them to get ready. Tomas, what's going on? Thank you again to Druid's Blood indeed. Yes. If you have any extra at the end of the day, hit me up. You talking about PAX or DEC? Sean's in the house. What's going on, Sean? I haven't been to McDonald's for years. My 9-year boycott the place. Oh, my 9-year-old boycott place when she saw on the meat being used. All right. I mean, okay, I don't go there often either. Mainly not because I hate McDonald's. In fact, one of my I probably shouldn't be saying this, but one of my good friends works there and like has actually I don't know if it's anymore, but has access to their social media because he was like high up in the marketing department. So it's funny because people wouldn't believe him, and then like they would tweet something at McDonald's, and then he'd go on his phone, open it up, and then like the tweet, and they'd be like, "Oh my gosh, you should just post something in there right now." So I say I always text him whenever I eat there and tell him that I'm paying his salary. Tom, no, joined just now. Oh, I'm sorry, now done. Okay, yeah, we gave away 7 packs, all thanks to Druid's Blood. Nope, I bought DEC. Oh, that's rough. Where's DEC at right now? I would love, or I think I need, man, if it dropped all the way back down to 0.0006, that'd be fantastic. I would end up with way more DEC than I started with, because I sold off right around this area, and I've just been sitting in HBD since. Ah, shoot, I'm out of water. I'm staking so I can play in tournaments and hold some for Rift Watchers. Smart move. Don't burn anything. Yes, indeed. I have not, but I think they should allow people to burn staked SPS when DEC is below peg. The loss is like a tax for getting... I don't know. I don't like the idea of being able to do anything with staked SPS. Oh, actually, I did hear that this could potentially be a big security concern, because one of the things that is good about like locking your assets, locking your cards, whatever, is that if you stake SPS, it should take 4 weeks to unstake it. If somebody hacks your account, they could burn all of your SPS immediately for DEC and take the value. And for them, they don't care. They're not getting a good rate, all right? Because for them, it's just like, if you have however much you have, they will take 60% of it. So I think from a security perspective, that probably will never happen, where you can burn staked SPS. But just something to think about, because I thought that was a very strong counter argument. I know many people want that option, but it's only until you get hacked that you realize that it actually provides a good safeguard. So DEC, there's no more minting / creation. All is just in circulation, meaning eventually DEC goes back to peg. There is minting. There's 70 million minted per month, and I'm not fully convinced that that's going to get eaten through right away. I don't know if people are spending more than 70 million DEC per month, or sorry, burning more than 70 million DEC per month. So yeah, could be a while. Keep buying packs of DEC till it gets back to peg. Bro, my question got interrupted by the wheel. Oh, can you give your opinion regarding the rentals and DEC being gone? I'm so sorry, Rob. I missed your question and I still don't understand it. Guys, I need to get more water. I'm really sorry. I'm still recovering from COVID. So if you give me literally 15 seconds, I'm going to run and refill this. All right. Be right back. All right, and I brought the whole jug with me, so we should be good for the remainder of the stream, hopefully. Rob, I kind of want to go through and find your original question. Because I don't understand exactly what you're asking in that comment. So give me a second here. Got to go through all of the congratulations for winning packs. And Rob. All right, this is the last comment you had. It's hard making DEC now, especially to most people like me who rent. So I'm not sure what's a good way to earn DEC. Honestly, the best way is to be as close to the fountain as possible, which is going to be liquidity pools. Now, the liquidity pools that pay that you don't need to go on for outside, or sorry, I'm not speaking right. The liquidity pools that are already on Hive Engine, they'll pay you some, right? I think so. Let's see here. So the pools that you can go to that offer DEC as a reward. So like if you're familiar with Ethereum, if you're familiar with Binance Smart Chain, you can go. These are paying awesome, right? 30%, and it's 2 stable coins essentially. I mean, DEC is not stable right now, but eventually that's the idea. Your other 2 options are here: DEC and swap.hive, and DEC and SPS. And I just got a notification that my Wi-Fi went down, but I'm hardwired in. So if it's like an internet thing and I get kicked, I'm really sorry, guys. So let me just skip ahead. Dude, you forgot to give your opinion on my last question regarding renting on daily and DEC being gone. Got interrupted by the wheel. Okay, so this is probably going to be the best way. If you just start putting into here. The only problem is I don't like. You can see I don't have anything in either of these, right? SPS DEC or DEC swap.hive, because at that point in time, you don't know about the impermanent loss that's going to happen there. So I've just been staying away from it, and also like the returns for DEC aren't that great here. Your returns actually for DEC swap.hive aren't bad. So if you can live with the impermanent loss, you'll earn some DEC out of it. Other than that, though, like I would get into a very regular SPS unstaking schedule, because remember, you get it and then it takes 4 weeks to unstake. So then you could start selling your SPS for DEC. And I know it sucks because it's like, you're selling one asset that you probably want for a currency, but that's really the only way that you're going to be able to get it. Regarding the rentals specifically, here's the thing: if you're earning from rentals, that's great, but not everybody has like a ton of cards that they can get good rental income from. So there's just no good answer for it at this point in time. I mean, I don't even know if there's going to be a good answer for it in the future. It's like, if you want to earn DEC, the only places it's being printed right now is liquidity pools. And yes, I know it's been a couple of weeks, or it's been less than a week since the SPS staking or SPS rewards, but if you need it, you can always sell some of your SPS. Now, I am in a constant state of unstaking SPS. So at the beginning, or every Monday, I think is the day that I have it, right? I'll go in and I will unstake SPS because it goes for 4 weeks, right? And I just want to have liquid SPS. Like Monday's just like my day to like reset and look at everything across the board financially, right? And I'm not even just talking about Splinterlands. I'm just talking about in general when it comes to life and crypto. But it's like every Monday I look through, I'm just like, okay, what does this week look like? So part of that process for me is unstaking SPS and being like, is SPS up this week or is SPS down this week? Do I want to do anything with this liquid SPS, right? And if not, most of the time, especially because SPS has been down, I just end up restaking it. But I like having the option every Monday because hopefully if and when SPS does pump, and we've seen it, right? It's not going to pump for like a day or 2 days. For a while, it should pump a little bit, and there, we had a steady rise from 4.5 cents all the way up to like 8 cents, right? There was almost like a 2x gain on SPS if you had bought in at the bottom. So, when we were above 8 cents, that lasted for at least a couple of days during, and one of my Monday sessions was during that point in time. Did I want to sell SPS for 8 cents? Nope. So I didn't. Should I have? Maybe, right? Maybe I should have sold and put it into cash because I'd be able to buy in a heck of a lot more right now, but I didn't. I'm just saying that it's good to have that optionality. All right, let me catch up with some of the other things here. Oh, we've talked about that one already. Ashley, he is Japanese, so that's why. Okay. All right. And you're from Oklahoma. Oh my gosh, Aggie's gonna love that story. Davide, what is going on? Get well soon, Luthien. Yes, indeed. Luthien, when did you, or how long have you had it? Hopefully it's been 5+ days. I mean, you can hear me. I'm still, it's weird because like the cough came in very late. You get access after the registration. Okay, cool. So I think what the registration does, Anna, is you can go in and assign essentially your Discord username to your in-game username, right? And once you do that, then it goes through and it checks if you've bought, like 1,000 packs or whatever. So Igor's saying, I'm not sure why I haven't gotten notification. I'm glad I'm in here now. How are you guys doing? Oh, I'm sorry about that, Igor. I don't know. I know there's like whenever I hear other YouTubers talk about some kind of bell, you can like click the bell thing. But that's all I can tell you. That's all I can tell you, Igor, outside of the fact that I'm usually pretty consistent about streaming at the same times on Mondays. So not Mondays, Sundays. Jeez. It's been a day. All right. Beverage sponsor is what you need. Yeah, I know, right? I would totally take a beverage sponsor. There's a water company out there because I love water. Actually, there's this huge sponsor on TikTok for like Bang energy drinks. And no, I'm not a fan of Bang energy drinks, but I did try, and I've had on several occasions, the Bang keto coffee, and I really like it. So Bang, if you're out there, I will drink your coffee on stream every Sunday, or I guess I stream more than that, but I will drink your Bang keto coffee energy drink or whatever it is. It's not an energy drink. I think it's just coffee. And yeah. So Michael, just curious, have you posted the update leaderboard? No, Michael, thank you so much for reminding me. We literally did the tournament that morning, and then I was not feeling well by that night, so I did not get to it. But thank you for reminding me. I will make sure to go post that in the community tab. Good vibes. Willow D's in the house. Willow D, how have you been? Haven't chatted with you in a minute. Are you going for Diamond this season? No. I mean, I will end the season in Diamond so that my end of season chests for our season chest next season will be Diamond. But I'm struggling in Gold. I have actually not gotten to the rating I need to get into Diamond yet, Vilson, surprisingly. Or maybe not surprisingly, because I'm not that great. I used to get Gold 1 very easy before moving to Wild with level 2. Yeah, it's definitely been harder this season. Icy Flow saying to rent with credits. It's not a bad option, but if you don't want to put extra capital in, I get it. Oh, oops, knocked the water out. Can you actually, hold on, can you buy credits with SPS? Yes, you can. Oh, okay. So this is another option here. Well, if you don't want to mess with taking your SPS and going out to Hive Engine, then this could work too. It's just, if you need DEC specifically, I feel like you get potentially more bang for your buck there. But I'm renting out a bunch of cards. Not great, but it's 200 DEC a day. It's better than unstaking at the moment. I mean, again, like the rental game can be good. I'm not doing too much with it, but are you using Splex? Splex seems to be back on top of its game. I think it's a good service. I had the founder on one of the founders on the show, on the channel a while back. So I get 5k DEC a day from rentals. Let's go. I want to get to a point where, how do I earn how much DEC would I need to get? Like $20. 20 divided by 0.00067. I need 30,000 DEC to make $20 a day, to make a Quicks every single day. Luthien, I caught it at a wedding last weekend. Tested positive on Wednesday. Oh no! Oh no! You had to miss your cousin's wedding. Ah, that sucks. I don't know when I caught it. Actually, I have an idea, but it took a while for it to settle in. I'm in Bali. Good day. What's going on? How are you? Feels so nice to feel. How much power and rental would that be? Oh, whoa! Ardneck's in the house, fellow guildmate. How are you? Yeah, Darkestnyte joined from Maui. I really wish he had been able to hop in from the beach. But he said he's gonna go look for the cards that Gold Matters has been leaving around, so that should be fun. I hope he finds it. He's been DMing with Gold Matters, so maybe he'll get a hint. Nice. I make about 300. Wow. Okay. Rent with credits is losing the conversion, isn't it? No, not necessarily, Anna, because when you go in, it's giving you the market price, right? So you can, when you rent, you're renting it for a certain amount of dollars, USD. So let's just, for example, let's say you wanted to rent Waka, right? So it's going to charge you, it's showing you 70 DEC per day to rent it. But if you were to change this to credits, the credits for a single day is 47 credits. So from a US dollar standpoint, it's the exact same, or as close in terms of conversion as you can get. My cards aren't the best rentals. Some people can rent 20k CP for 5k DEC. Wow. I know. I see Flo making piggy bank. Indeed. Yeah, the thing is, it's really fun to listen to, or to read all the people who are having a lot of success with renting. I don't know. I just want to level up my deck, and if I can get my deck to a point where I'm happy with it, like, again, I'm a big fan of Splinter cards. They got this great tool here. For missing BCX. So for me, if I want to just play in gold, for example, it's like I look at this and I'm just like, okay, I need to spend another like $1,000, and I'm just like, okay, I can do that over time, right? Just reinvesting whatever I make in the game back into it. But then if I go to Diamond Plus, yikes. I mean, this thing is like, I guess 3,200 today. And so I look at this, I'm just like, okay, well, if I'm like reinvesting like rental income and whatever back into the game, there's no way that I'm going to make like $3,000 in rental income over the next couple of months, right? And who knows, if we do actually sell out in November, then it's gonna rise even higher, because cards will start to feel way more scarce, even if they aren't, right? Just due to the fact that packs are no longer available. Pack prices are going to go up, which means that card values will probably follow. Problem is cards that rent well aren't the best for medium long-term investing. Why do you say that, Anna? Just more out of curiosity. Not that I'm disagreeing with you. I'm making between 600 to 800 DEC a day with renting. Let's go. Kazrak. Ooh, another Mav chat name I recognize. Good to have you here. So 29,000 DEC per day out of the 33,000 DEC listed for me right now. I love the renting game. All right, so here's somebody who knows how to get their rentals in. Hey, 30k DEC is exactly how much I needed for the $20 a day. So you're my stretch goal here of where I'm trying to get to. So if bots change their algorithm, cards drop a lot. True, and this is why, right? Why I just don't like using cards or rentals as like a game plan. I still rent out cards, but everything that I rent out is extra stuff. A lot of it tends to be reward cards that I don't necessarily need anymore because I have a max level version. So I will throw it in there. Would love to see a video of day in the life of Ultrasound on how you create your songs and produce them. Oh, that's cool. I used to live stream studio sessions, just home studio sessions, on my music YouTube channel, which I have not been showing love. So maybe I'll start doing that again. Actually, I need to, because I have this project in the song that I've been wanting to get out for a while, and I'm coming up with some deadlines. So I'm buying your O'Shaughnessy's some O'Shaughnessy's right now in my honor. Oh, that's amazing. Thanks, Luthien. I hope they serve you well. I mean, my guys have been good. They've just been sitting there, hanging out, earning me some rental income. In fact, I'm so curious to know how much are O'Shaughnessy's going for right now on the rental market. It's got to be decent, right? Oh, it's at the bottom of the rewards legendaries. That's never a good sign. 2 DEC a day. Yeah, that tracks. Well, actually, it looks like there's a floor being set for 4.5. About 4.5. But if you want to undercut that, somebody's not paying attention here. So what's the ROI on that? $2.20. All right, let's calculate the quick ROI on O'Shaughnessy's right now. So 2.2. Let's say you do get 4 DEC for rentals, right? For a 1 BCX. Oh yeah, look at that. I would say you could probably easily get 4 DEC. So 4 times 0.00067 means that you're getting 0.2 of a penny, or about 1/4 of a penny every single day over the 2.2 price tag. Multiplied by 365. So you're getting a 44% APR for buying and holding O'Shaughnessy, or buying and renting out O'Shaughnessy right now. It's interesting. Now, you also get the upside potential of O'Shaughnessy in the long run. But is 44% better than a node? Is 44% better than staking SPS, where you're currently getting 32-ish%, but also upside of both vouchers and SPS? It's decisions. I mean, this is why I tell people, I'm just like, I don't know that there's like many wrong ways that you can go about this game. Like it's really just if you buy high and sell low, don't do that. Andrew Johnson, 400k CP in rentals bring me 15k DEC a day. I like renting out cards. All right, I gotta talk to you guys more, because clearly I'm missing out. Some 1BCX cards are getting 250% ROI. Care to share? I'm making nearly 30k DEC a day in rentals on one of my rental accounts. Sometimes it's over, sometimes under. Luthien, I'm so curious, because 30k DEC a day was, like I said, was my mini target for $20 a day. So how much have you spent on cards to rent out? And more importantly, do you have a maxed Chaos Agent deck yet? Or like, have you bought all the cards that you want to play with? That's where for me, I focus on maxing 3. Oh, Chaos Splinter, Dragon Death, plus life. Fair enough. All right, so Brian Wu getting 20k DEC a day with 1.8k USD assets. That's not bad. Actually, hold on. We can figure out 20,000 times 0.00067 divided by 1,800. Oh, whoa, Brian, you're doing really well. You're getting 270%, or did you say that already? On your collection right now, which is worth 1,800. Now, the important thing though was your buy-in price 1,800, or was it higher? Because then that's going to bring this ROI number down, this 270% down. Try Zenith Monk and Zenith Archers. Yeah, I kept hearing everybody talking about those guys. Oh wait. Oh yeah. Let's do. Now, is this just for? Why are they so expensive for level 1 BCX? What's going on here? That's kind of insanity to me. Huh. All right. And this must be a bot thing, right? Bots love these cards and came online to rent them. Hold my cards. Bought the Archers 35 cents. They sell for $1.19 and have paid off in rentals. Wow. That's awesome. So for CL neutrals, have done really well for me, but it's highly dependent on what the major bot farms are doing. Yeah, see that again, this is why I'm happy. I'm actually very, very happy, genuinely happy for all the people that are making crazy bank right now. And if you want to follow in their footsteps, I'm not saying that you shouldn't do it. It makes me nervous to not have that kind of control, because bots either switch off, decide they're not worth it, or focus elsewhere on better deals in the market. And all of a sudden you made this like massive investment in. And if you bought in at 35 cents, right, for a Zenith Archer, then you're sitting pretty. Because even if this thing crashes 50%, you're still up. But for everybody who's hearing about it now and then FOMOing in, those are the people that get burned, because then all of a sudden your ROI goes down dramatically. My chaos deck is maxed, working on max gold foil. Wow. All right. I just sent all the cards from packs that I don't want to sell over to the rental account, let it run. All right. Smart move. I guess the moment I can max out my deck, then I can start playing this more like an investor, right? Buying cards, whatever, that I don't need, but I can just use with the rental golem. That's high. I just get 9k DEC for 3. Wow. Yeah, I don't know what Brian's doing, but Brian has it on lock. Problem with Eden Monk and Archer is they went up from 30 already, so it's too late to get in. I agree, PG. All right, guys, I am actually going to have to hop off here, but let me just catch up on the rest of the chat, and I will be back hopefully on Tuesday, barring any major health things, but I do seem to be feeling much better. So I always say that Zenith Monk is no punk. Zenith Monk is great. I haven't even leveled mine up to the point where he gets void, so I need to do that. Okay, I'm assuming Splex shows these details. They did launch the Splex market a while back, and I know there's a lot of stuff that they put in there that's specifically helpful for people who rent cards. So lots of great tools. Great card in higher levels, indeed. Common use in all bots used. It is a strategy. Once you max your deck, there will be another expansion to buy. I know. This is the problem. So, I mean, there's already going to be another expansion coming soon. So what do? Lithium time to buy packs again. Let's go. All right. Last thing we'll do before I hop off here. Let's go check the packs. We are more than 75% of the way, I think. Oh my gosh. We've sold 0 packs. What is going on? There we go. 900. All right. 753,000. Okay. My updated official prediction. It's not official at all, but I think we're doing less than 10K, but I'm just going to assume that we stay with that 10K per day run rate, which means we hit 850,000 in about 10 days. And at that point in time, I think we can see the last 150K move in anywhere from 24 to 72 hours. So I would say from here, it's 10 days plus that short time frame afterwards. I'm going to go with, about 12 to 13 days. So where does that leave us? Okay, mid September. Or it's not mid September, early September. So 8th, 9th, 10th ish range is where I can see that happening. We'll see if that ends up being right, but it definitely is not going to happen by the 31st, which was my initial thought. Thank you, Liberty. I do feel better, but hopefully hope to get to 100% soon. So Rift Watchers cards might change the prices of these overpriced cards. Jen Ming, I don't disagree with you. We shall see. All right, the more DEC drops, the more packs get sold. Yes, so that's why I want to see it drop, just because then I can buy more packs. That's the thing. A 2-mana Archer come on Rift Watchers, and suddenly bots don't care about Zenith Archer anymore. Well, there's still going to be more Zenith Archers, so that might make them more rare. But yes, indeed. I agree with it. 1 to 2 weeks sounds right. Druid's Blood, thank you. Druid's Blood, you are awesome. Thank you so much for sending the packs and the DEC to do for the giveaway today. It's people like you that make this community as amazing as it is. So we definitely appreciate you, and I'm sure everybody said their thanks to you already. That last 100K will sell fast. I agree. I mean, I'm actually thinking people will try to front run it, so the last 150K might do it. All right, guys, I got to run. I'm so sorry to do this so abruptly, but I will catch you all hopefully on Tuesday. And if I get a chance, I'll try to record some more content for later today. But otherwise, have an amazing rest of your Sunday, your weekend. If it's already Monday for you, I am sorry, but I hope this ends up being the best week of your life. I'll catch you all later. Take care.